Sunday. See his highlights right now. Welcome to this 90-minute Sports Center. With Steve Levy, I'm John Buccigross. Following Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez, Tom Glavine joining exclusive company Sunday. But you don't have to be playing baseball to enjoy a career year.
You, sir, are correct. We'll look into our very own Sports Center crystal ball to which other superstar athletes are on the verge of their own major milestones. Keep it right here to find out, as if you changed the channel. Come on.
This is SportsCenter.
Sunday, a beautiful day for baseball, featuring extra innings in Atlanta and Milwaukee, a shutout in Minnesota, and Barry Zito in relief. Meanwhile, the world's #1 dominates the world again, but is Tiger our Who's Now champ? He'll have to beat LeBron James first. Plus, Saints Steelers kick off the NFL preseason. Highlights straight ahead, and Brett on Brett. What keeps him coming back?
This is 17 years. I don't have a lot of time to get chemistry with young guys.
From a star-studded X Games finale to a historic first at the home of golf, buckle up for a jam-packed Sports Center right about now.
Oh, look out! Airborne! Frank Kitty's upside down.
Center rolls on with the Big Lebowski. Steve Levy, I'm John Buccigross. Bowler Walter Ray Williams Jr. has thrown 57 career 300 games. Tom Glavine needed one more strike Sunday night for his first 300.
I enjoyed Kingpin a little better. 3 consecutive strikes is a turkey, or in baseball it means you're just flat out. 300 wins means you're in the Hall of Fame one day. Glavine's second shot at 300 wins took him to Wrigley for ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball. Uh-oh, Glavine at Wrigley. You see the numbers. You see the signs. Cub fans, classy and cool, but they didn't want to see Glavine's 300th win. Glavine helps his own cause. That's an RBI single for Glavine. He did everything well in this game. Bunted well, pitched well, hit well, fielded his position. Speaking of which, David Wright fields his position. Nice defensive support on the Jason Kendall shot, bailing out Glavine. Ryan Terrio hits one to center. Alfonso Soriano rounding second, pulls up lame, hops in the third. Soriano in obvious pain, right quad strain. They're saying he's out 2 to 4 weeks. On to the fourth. Here's Glavine going at it. This will be a quick inning for Glavine. Gets Derek Lee to ground out to shortstop. No problem there. Again, still nursing that 1-0 lead. Next batter is Aramis Ramirez. This guy's one to shallow right. Luis Castillo had himself a ball game. His first 4-hit game since August 2006. Makes the grab there. 2 batters later, Mark DeRosa flies out to right to end it. A 7-pitch inning for Glavine. He's on fire. Top of the 5th. 1 out for Carlos Delgado. Rips a double to right. That scores the newly acquired Castillo's got speed. Doesn't really need it there. Mets had a 2-0 lead. It's 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Glavine gets his old teammate Cliff Floyd to end the inning. Glavine walks off to a standing ovation as if he was done. Kerry Wood's not done. His first appearance in 14 months. Top of the 7th, 2 down. Wood strikes out Jose Reyes to end the inning. Fans at Wrigley, something to cheer about for their own guy. After giving up a single to Angel Pagan, Willie Randolph takes Glavine out. Now Glavine had to sit and wait to see if he would win his 300th game. Mike Fontenot slices one down the line off Pedro Feliciano. All of a sudden, it's a 5-3 game. And Glavine thinking, where's that towel? Got to sweat it out now. In the 7th, still the same score. Aaron Heilman gets Terrio to fly out to end the inning. Glavine never a doubt in his mind, of course. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th, the Mets had an 8-3 lead, 2 down, family in attendance, and Billy Wagner on to get Fontenot to ground out second to end the game. With it, Tom Glavine becomes the 23rd pitcher to win 300 games. Hugs all around, 6 1/3, 6 hits, 2 earned. He spoke with Bud Selig either before or after he talked it over with John and Joe.
John Miller, Joe Morgan here at Wrigley Field. It was hot, it was humid, but the thing that will be remembered about this night, Tom Glavine making some baseball history, his 300th career victory. And what a night it was for Glavine, and he's still being cheered by a lot of Mets fans down in the stands. And Tom, congratulations on number 300.
Oh man, thank you. I'll tell you what, it certainly hasn't sunk in yet, obviously, but this is pretty sweet to be on the road like this and have this many Mets fans here and getting this kind of reaction is pretty neat.
Well, does it feel as good at this moment as you thought it would when that last out was recorded?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to a degree. You know, I think that the first thing that I figured I was going to have was a sense of relief, which I certainly have. But it's going to take time for it to sink in. I mean, it's been 20 years in the making, obviously, and there's a lot of great names that are on that list, and you know, probably won't come until somewhere down the road, or maybe if I'm retired at the end of this year, where it really sinks in what an accomplishment it is. But for right now, just awfully proud and you know, just trying to enjoy it. It's a special group to be a part of, like I say, and believe me, I never in my wildest dreams playing Little League or even when I got drafted thought I'd be having this conversation, but I've been blessed. The good Lord's taken care of me and kept me healthy, and I've had some great players and some great teams to play on.
Well, you think the pressure will be off for 301?
I hope so. I tell you what. I mean, I've actually felt pretty good. I was nervous today. I don't know why. I was pretty relaxed in Milwaukee, but today, I don't know. I think it's just with everybody following you around, and started feeling the heat a little bit about my kids going back to school next week and not wanting to have to run into that. So, I mean, I was kind of piling some things on myself emotionally. But, you know, it's nice to get it over with, and I'm hoping that now that it's over, I can just kind of go out there and focus on pitching, because I felt pretty good my last few times out, and I feel like things are starting to come together a little bit. So now hopefully I can get this emotional stuff out of the way and relax a little bit.
Tom Glavine, a great achievement. You're in a select company, just you and a few others in the history of the game. Enjoy the moment. Many thanks.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. All aboard the Tom Glavine Express. You heard he becomes the 23rd pitcher to win 300 games. Third among active players to turn the trick, joining Roger Clemens and his old teammate and pal, Greg Maddux. The 300 win club already obviously a select group, even more select when you consider only southpaws. Glavine is the fifth lefty to win 300 games, and the first since the lefty, Steve Carlton, did it in 1983. Glavine, the sixth pitcher to win 300 games in the National League, joins the likes of Christy Mathewson and that Maddux fella again. And as far as the Amazings go, Glavine becomes the fourth 300-game winner to pitch for the Mets, joining Warren Spahn, the other Tom Terrific, Tom Seaver, and Nolan Ryan. Buster Olney, should Glavine shut the door behind him?
Tom Glavine may well be baseball's last 300-game winner, and here's why. Behind him, among active pitchers, Randy Johnson, 284 victories. He just had back surgery. We don't even know if he's going to pitch again. Behind him, Mike Messina at 246. Also consider how baseball's changed. Teams are much more apt to put pitchers on the disabled list because they're making more money. They want to protect their arms. They give them pitch counts, especially early in their career, and pitchers don't get as many decisions as they used to. So I think there's an excellent chance that he'll be the last guy.
All right, this isn't who's now, it's who's next if there is a next. There are 8 active pitchers with at least 200 career wins. 6 of these hurlers already over the age of 40. 4 of these guys, Randy Johnson, Curt Schilling, Kenny Rogers, and Pedro Martinez, were on the disabled list on Sunday, although Schilling is set to come off it to pitch Monday night, so it may be a long time before we see another 300-game winner, or it might never happen again. Later on SportsCenter, why Tom Glavine could very well be baseball's last 300-game winner, and why Glavine is one of the best lefties of all time. That's coming up. But somehow it all comes back to Barry. We picked up Monday night's game, 10 Eastern, ESPN2. Watch Bond swing for 7:56. Commissioner Bud Selig likely to miss Barry's next 3 games. Executive VP Jimmy Lee Solomon will represent Major League Baseball.
It's the kind of comment that makes one wonder what the color of the sky is in Rory Sabatini's world. Sabatini is a 31-year-old professional golfer who was raised in South Africa, played NCAA golf in Arizona, and has been on the PGA Tour since 1999. He plays fast, hits it a mile, wears a skull with wings belt buckle, and unlike, say, every other PGA Tour player, shoots from the hip and lip, and this includes free Tiger Woods analysis. Rory Sabatini on Woods back in May after Woods won a tournament where Rory did not. The funny thing is, after watching him play and winning at Wachovia, I think he's more beatable than ever. Tiger's response to that quote. He said he likes the new Tiger. I figure I won 9 of the last 12, which Woods did at that juncture, and I've won 3 times this year, the same amount of times he's won in his career. So I like the new Tiger as well. PGA Tour SmackDown 07. Woods, Sabatini were in the final group Sunday. The walking referee, Mills Lane. Woods, 31 years old, has won 3 times on tour this season. That's only 1 fewer than what Rory has won in his career. He did win 1 more after the Woods quote you just saw. Sabatini also the runner-up at the 96 NCAA Championship too. Tiger Woods. Woods and Steve Williams trying to stay dry. They teed off early to beat afternoon Thunder Boomers in Akron, Ohio. Tiger's second shot on the par 4. He and Sabatini come out with birdies. Woods sticks it close. Then the tournament goes Woods' way. Sabatini bogeys 4 and 5. Tiger birdies 4 and 6. So suddenly he's up by 2 to the 9th, where Tiger really seals the deal. Looks like he's in trouble. Second shot in the crowd. On the lap of the patron. Now, after chipping there, Tiger chips to there. How about a Fresca? He saves par. Same hole. Sabatini. Look at this rough in Akron. Add the moisture, and it was nearly unplayable. Second shot, can't get it back in play. Third shot. From schmutz to schmutz. Sabatini now trying to hole out for bogey. We saw Woods just hole out for par. Sabatini chooses the putter. He goes out in 38, Woods out in 31, and the rout is on. Tiger on 12, chipping again. I don't believe it. Really? And then on 18, this one's for Sam. 65 for Tiger. He wins by 8. The all-time victory scoreboard now is Woods 58, Sabatini 3. 4th win this year, lowest scoring average, leading money winner. Yeah, Tiger looks real beatable. He led the field in driving distance and greens in regulation. He hit it far, he hit it straight, and he wins by 8. His game is grade A as we head to the PGA Championship in Tulsa, where Tiger seeks major win number 13 career. 3rd in a row at Firestone Country Club and 6th overall. It's a course for this horse.
I like these things. You know, I mean, how can you not like playing against the world's best players? I mean, that's the whole idea of why we instituted these championships, is to meet more often. We have our 4 majors and the Players' Championship. These World Golf Championships were instituted to basically so we can all get together more often, so that all the fans could enjoy that. But we also enjoy it as players, to be able to go head-to-head against the best players in the world. It really gets your juices flowing.
So career win, again, number 58 for Tiger Woods. Among the milestones within his reach, 4 wins away from tying Arnold Palmer. Ben Hogan also in his sights. 24 wins away from Jack Nicklaus's mark. Nicklaus is second to Sam Snead. Tiger, 12 major titles, 6 away from Nicklaus in that one as well. And again, he can get closer this week. The PGA
Mobile broadband speeds in a hole, up a tree, or in a bush. Would you like tea with that download? Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
The internet can't hide anymore. Get the Laptop Connect card for only $49.99 and work in more places worldwide than anyone else. AT&T, your world delivered.
Rumors that Kenny Lofton's on the move again.
Where to now? He's going back to the Dodgers?
And in baseball news, looks like Kenny Lofton may be traded to the Boston Red Sox.
Inside sources tell me he's heading to New York.
Kenny Lofton stuff? Take it to Chicago.
No matter what Major League Baseball needs or where, DHL delivers.
I hear Lofton's going to Atlanta.
Make that New York.
It's not Chicago, it's
Lofton
Boston.
may be headed to California.
Make that Northern California.
Make that Japan.
DHL, ground, international, overnight. Customer service is back in shipping.
And now for something completely different. You touch murder victims. You ask who killed them. You touch them again. They go back to being dead, and then you collect the reward.
That's it in a nutshell.
Pushing Daisies, Wednesdays this fall on ABC.
Menards, you'll find the best selection of top-quality lumber and decking. Cedar is the natural choice for outdoor decking and has a beautiful rustic look. Cedar decking is available in lengths up to 20 feet and is 98 cents a linear foot. Looking for ideas? Just stop by our Design It kiosk to get started. Plus, get great deals on cedar boards. Great inside and out. Each board is rough sawn on one face and smooth on the other, starting at $1.95.
Save big money at Menards.
The Chiefs signed their first-round pick, Dwayne Bowe, 5-year deal, 23rd pick out of LSU. He was Jamarcus Russell's go-to receiver in Baton Rouge. Panthers also signed John Beeson, the Miami linebacker, and so there remains just 3 unsigned first-round picks from this year's draft class. 2 quarterbacks remain out of camp, Jamarcus Russell and Brady Quinn. The other is Darrelle Revis. He's the cornerback out of Pitt, who is still without a contract with the Jets. Let's play more golf. Final women's major of the year. The last chance for Lorena Ochoa to win her first major. She's #1 in the world, hitting and running a la Sergio on the par 4-6. She was T2 at the U.S. Open, tied for 6th at the LPGA Championship, tied for 10th at the Kraft Nabisco. Getting close, but not close enough. Here, 3rd birdie on the first 9. 25-footer. Meanwhile, Annika, boy, her last 4 majors, tied for 32nd, tied for 15th, tied for 31st, tied for 31st, and this one tied for 16th. But for Ochoa, she does it. Her first major in the first ever women's tournament played at St. Andrews, a special day for a special player.
All right, spectacular and yet frightening 6-car crash Sunday during the Firestone Indy 400 at the Michigan International Speedway. Dario Franchitti, Tony Kanaan, Marco Andretti, Danica Patrick all had to sit through an over 4.5-hour rain delay. 143rd lap, Franchitti and Dan Weldon fighting for the lead. They tap each other. Franchitti goes airborne, and that causes the 6-car crash. Franchitti's car flying in the air. Debris is everywhere. And as you'll see, Franchitti's car rolls actually over the cockpit of Scott Dixon's car. The emergency crews would help Franchitti escape, and always seems to be the way. Just simply amazing. Franchitti would walk away without a major injury. Franchitti, plenty of hugs, love, support from friends and teammates after that wreck. One driver in the crash, A.J. Foyt Jr., had marks from Franchitti's tire on his helmet. Danica Patrick in the lead. On track for her first IRL victory, but there was a problem with a right rear tire, forced to the pits.
This is like the nightmare of my life. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
So car problems denied Danica the chance for her first win. And afterwards, shares a moment with Franchitti. The final lap, Kanaan in the lead, and Marco Andretti trying to pass, but Kanaan able to hang on. He wins the Firestone Indycar 400, and he would say afterwards he was lucky to avoid that crash. Despite the 13th place finish, Franchitti doesn't lose any ground to Dixon in the IndyCar point standings. Still leads the standings by 24 points with 4 races remaining. The series moves to Kentucky for a race Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, which you can see over on ESPN2. What makes a man a legend or even a hero? Coming right up, why many baseball insiders feel Barry Bonds will never eclipse the legend that is Hank Aaron. Also on the way, Beyond 300 to find out just how terrific Tom Glavine has been. From All-Star appearances to Cy Young's, why he's one of the best lefties ever.
The summer sales event where you'll find unexpected values on the Lexus you always wanted. But like summer, it won't last forever. The event, now through September 4th. See your Lexus dealer.
We represent the Coke brand, and we would love to somehow bring some kind of legal action against Coke Zero.
There might be some taste infringement issues.
There's really no legal concepts of a company bringing a lawsuit against itself.
If this is the king of the jungle, they're acting like the toucan that's on the branch, real colorful and preening, and showing off, and hey, look at us. I want to take a stick and knock that toucan off the branch.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
There's plenty to reset on this edition of SportsCenter. How about the Bridgestone, the final round? Tiger's fourth shot on the par 4 ninth, just off the fringe. It's a beauty. The saved par remains 7 under. At 8 under, putting for par on 18, sinks the 12-footer, keeps him bogey-free on the round, closed with a 565 and 8-shot win. The NASCAR Pennsylvania 500, Dale Earnhardt Jr. moves around Reed Sorensen to take the lead. An amazing reversal of fortune for Earnhardt, who had trouble early on. Busch passes Earnhardt on the inside, overtakes the lead. Busch, his first win at Pocono since July of 05. While Jeff Gordon continues to lead the Nextel Cup point standings, the real race is at that 12th position. Kurt Busch's win moves him into 12th, which is the last spot in the chase for the Nextel Cup. He leads it by just 7 points over Dale Jr., who finished second at Pocono. More now from Susie Colbert.
Here at Pocono Raceway, 500 miles in the books. Long day, long time coming. The dry spell ends for Kurt Busch and the two-team. First win since March of 2006. A day of total domination for Kurt Busch. They led 7 times for 175 laps, the most ever at Pocono.
I feel like a newborn kid again. We're ready to run for this chase. Big picture, we didn't gain many points on Dale Jr. today or any of the guys because they ran well. And I've been waiting a long while. It's been 51 races, and I feel happy that it's come together for Penske Racing like it has.
A whole lot of Miller Lite in that celebration as the beverage wars are won. Welcome to our pit studio. I'm Susie Colbert with Brad Daugherty. The whole weekend really belonged to Kurt Busch.
Yeah, it absolutely did. And, you know, early in the season, Susie, they struggled with the coil binding setup. I talked to Kurt Busch about this, and he said, if we can figure that out, we're going to be good. Well, they have come on strong, and today they were so dominant, they kept putting a ton of horsepower to the ground. Every time they go back in the field after a pit stop, they would come back to the front. If it was on a restart, he would outpull everybody in the field. He was so dominant, leading 175 laps.
And I say whole weekend because really, Kurt Busch should have been on the pole. Dale Jr. was on the pole only because that was kind of a fluke with weather and a little rain, and he got the pole. But he didn't have a lead lap until 145.
But you know what? He had a really fast race car, but he was not happy with the car. And you see the shock coming out right there. The shock setup they had for him was not very comfortable. He just did not like the way the car drove. So they changed the shock. He goes back to 23rd and comes all the way back to the front of the field. A dominating performance as well by Dale Earnhardt Jr., who really showed some muscle.
Yeah, he finishes second. Meantime, Kurt Busch has gained 243 points in the last 4 races on Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Busch replaces Dale Jr. in the 12th and final spot, with just 5 races remaining before the chase begins at Loudon on September 16th on ABC. Jr. still very much alive in the picture as he trails Busch by just 7 points. Busch's Penske Racing teammate Ryan Newman remains in 14th place. So what do you think in the chase? Will it be Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Kurt Busch?
And this is what makes it so great. And having the chase format creates this opportunity that we get to watch from 8th position all the way back to 15th, where Greg Biffle's at right now. It is possible that any of those guys could end up in that last spot. I cannot wait till next week.
5 races to go for the chase for the Nextel Cup, and you can see the top teams remain at the top and consistent. Kurt Busch collects win number 16 of his career, second here at Pocono.
Susie, never too early to look at next week's race on the road course at Watkins Glen. Kevin Harvick is your defending champ. Tony Stewart has won 3 and finished second in his last 5 races there. Jeff Gordon, the road course master, has more Cup Series wins at Watkins Glen than any other driver. Again, the lead story on SportsCenter, Tom Glavine, his second attempt to win his 300th, and he gets it done at Chicago. 6 1/3, 2 earned. Tim Kirkshin looks back at just how Glavine got there. And will this conversation ever exist again?
If you want to start a good argument, try this. Tom Glavine is the 9th best left-hander of all time, slightly ahead of Sandy Koufax. And here's the ammunition you'll need. Glavine is the 23rd pitcher to win 300 games, 135 wins more than Koufax. Glavine has the 5th most wins among left-handers and the 6th most wins in the National League since 1900. He made 10 All-Star teams, won 2 Cy Young Awards, and has 5 20-win seasons, more than Pedro Martinez, John Smoltz, Barry Zito, Carlos Zambrano, and Mike Messina combined. The common denominator of the greatest pitchers of all time is durability. Glavine has never been on the disabled list. He has made at least 25 starts in 19 consecutive seasons. Only Greg Maddux with 20 has a longer streak in baseball history. Glavine also has 14 postseason victories. Only Smoltz with 15 has more. Glavine did all this without throwing 95 miles per hour, but few pitchers have commanded a fastball and changeup better than him.
And it's in there for a call, strike 3.
Every 300-game winner who's eligible for the Hall of Fame is in. 300 is the benchmark, but who will be the next to get there? Randy Johnson has 284 wins, but he's 43 with a back injury. After Johnson, no one with at least 200 wins seems likely to make it, and no young pitcher is off to such a sensational start that he's a threat to 300, even with mass statistical projection. So, Glavine might be the last one for a while, and that's appropriate in every way.
Tom Glavine won 300 games, really, without having to throw hard or even strike out tons of batters in his career. He joins Hall of Famers Warren Spahn and Early Wynn as the only pitchers in baseball history to win 300 games and never strike out 200 batters in a single season.
From pitchers to hitters, straight ahead, hear why Henry Aaron believes his 755 is significantly different than Barry Bonds' 755, and not for the reasons you might think. But first.
These are our seats right here.
Yeah?
Oh, this is awesome! Come on, let's do it now! Awesome! Yes, sir! Everybody's gonna get here! Hey, we're all hanging out tonight.
If you could sit here for the same price as here,
Peanuts!
why wouldn't you?
Oh, it's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys. Call an agent 24/7 or visit statefarm.com.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at Advance Auto, True Value, Walgreens, Target, AutoZone, Kmart, and other leading stores.
How long have you been up there?
I don't know, I think a while.
thousands of people are experiencing life with more clarity, more skill, more love. Verde Eye Clinic is the Quad City's only complete laser vision correction center, specializing in LASIK, LASIK, EpiLASIK, CK, Resume, Restore, and Verisize procedures. Thanks to the professionals at Verde, thousands of smiling people have a new outlook on life, free of glasses and contact lenses. Trust your sight to Verde Eye Clinic and see what you've been missing.
AirTran Airways is offering 4 nonstop flights a week to Las Vegas. That's right, nonstop flights to and from Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. Great departure times every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday get you from the Quad Cities to Las Vegas with plenty of time to play, dine, and enjoy all the sights and sounds. Fly on AirTran's all-new Boeing 737 with 12 business class seats and XM satellite radio in every seat. Visit QCAirport.com and register to win a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. Call your travel agent or AirTran Airways today. Viva Las Vegas.
Ultimate Highlight. Brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Gatorade, is it in you? Ultimate Highlight. Brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Gatorade, is it in you?
Just imagine how often Hank Aaron would have appeared if there was an Ultimate Highlight in HD, of course, back in his day. Barry Bonds, like Aaron, tied the career home run record on the road. After Barry connected Saturday for 755, said he spoke with Ken Griffey Jr., received messages from Alex Rodriguez and Willie Mays, but nothing from Aaron, nothing from Commissioner Bud Selig either, other than a statement, maybe a statement in itself. Aaron and Selig are close. As Tom Rinaldi reports, Aaron and Bonds are statistically close.
Dignified, powerful, lasting. Like his shape cast in bronze outside Turner Field in Atlanta, Hank Aaron's career stands above his sport.
I think it will enhance his legacy, that everyone will look at him and say, you know, 755 home runs, over 2,000 RBIs, and from all we can tell, he did it naturally, he did it the right way.
Well, if a guy hit, 300 or 400 home runs in the Major League, he's like, a god. What's higher than a god? Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron is not going to be diminished. He is going to be as big as he was before, even bigger, simply because people are going to see him against a very controversial figure, whereas Hank Aaron was a very beloved figure, and in a way, it's going to strengthen his legacy even more.
Here's the pitch by Downing, swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7:15.
For 23 seasons, Hank Aaron was a model of excellence and consistency. He holds career records for RBI, 2,297, and total bases, 6,856. Despite his power, he never struck out more than 97 times in a season. And he won 3 Gold Gloves and was selected to 21 consecutive All-Star games.
Baseball's a game that demands consistency, and he was the ultimate consistent player. I mean, he always said that if you went to see him, he did the same thing every night.
He was as complete an all-round player as almost anyone in the history of the game. And somehow that's kind of been lost because someone's going to break the home run record, Please, let's examine the rest of this. It's pretty darn good.
I don't ever remember seeing Hank Aaron hit a tape measure home run. And I asked him about that, and he says, hey, man, it's not how far, it's how many. I tell you, he's the best ball player I played with.
Like the statue facing away from the field, Aaron would look beyond his role as a player, not defining himself solely by his on-field accomplishments. After Jackie Robinson died, Aaron was next to challenge baseball's leadership on racial issues, including the game's lack of a black manager.
Within weeks after Jackie Robinson died in October of 1972, Hank Aaron went to Willie Mays and Ernie Banks and said, look, now that Jackie Robinson is dead, it's up to us to take over the torch that Jackie Robinson left. And the other two said they were not going to do it. They did not feel comfortable doing it. And Hank Aaron said, you know what, I'll do it myself.
My granddad, he always stressed, Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, Satchel Paige. For what they went through, you should be playing this game. That's what my granddad used to tell me all the time. That's why, I try to get out there and I try to represent the game well and play the game. And maybe I can inspire some, African-American kid out there to go out there and keep playing this game.
While speculation over steroids has surrounded Barry Bonds' pursuit of the fabled record, Aaron has returned to the public eye, seemingly as a more welcome example of greatness. In 1974, the year Aaron broke Ruth's record, there were 1,280 home runs hit in the National League. Last year, there were 2,840. But with the game's power surge has come a plague of suspicion. As for Aaron's attitude toward Bonds reaching 756,
I've been there. I've done all those things. I don't want to get involved in no more. Whoever it is, I want them to have the sunshine, because if I'm anywhere around, it takes the focus away from everything. People come talking to me and interviews and et cetera. I don't want to be part of it. I had enough of it. I went through it for 5 years, when I was chasing Babe Ruth's record.
I think he wants to distance himself in that way, and I think it's Henry's way of maintaining that dignity that's so carried over in his career. I don't think there's a resentment of Bonds, but I do think that there's just a need to be separate.
When it comes to why Hank Aaron wants nothing to do with this record, it has nothing to do with steroids. Zero, zilch. After talking to Hank Aaron as much as I have through the years, he has never said one time that he thinks that Barry Bonds is guilty of steroid use.
While his statue stands commanding and stately, perhaps Hank Aaron resides most permanently in a place far less concrete, our national memory.
He will be remembered as the man who surpassed the greatest player of all time, Babe Ruth, on the all-time home run list at a time when hatred and racism affected every day of his life. If that's not a baseball hero, I don't know what is.
I think that people would look at me and say, the thing I like about Hank Aaron was the fact that he did it on a consistent basis. He didn't do it one year and was off the next year. He did it every single year.
When Barry gets there, he might not hold on to the home run record very long. Hank Aaron enjoyed the top spot for 33 years when he broke it in 1974. Before Aaron, Babe Ruth was a home run king for an astounding 53 years. With A-Rod doing his thing, he might catch Barry by September, some September in the very near future.
Coming up, currently sitting on 755, Barry Bonds could have had many more home runs by now if not for catches like these. Yeah, coming up, Barry's top 10 near misses. And X Games 13 comes down to a wild finish in L.A. as if there were any other way the X Games could end. The best from Sunday's finale when SportsCenter returns.
What's the best way to follow your Fantasy Hall of Famers on game day? ESPN Fantasy Football's Fantasy Cast with real-time updates, red zone alerts, and instant access to GameCast. All for free. Sign up today at ESPN.com.
hotter the hot. The colder the cold. The greater the demand. The more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Built to last. Only at AutoZone.
Yo, oye mamita, no me tomes el pelo. Tú con tanta curva, mira yo sin freno. Wiki, wiki.
What? You told me to bring you a wrap with a little spice.
Yeah.
Wrap, not rap.
Oh.
The wrap you're looking for is the new Chipotle Barbecue Snack Wrap. It's the snack wrap you love, but a little spicier, because it has Chipotle barbecue sauce over juicy and tender chicken breast meat.
Rico.
Here's the scenario. Between draft day, free agency, and training camp, we grow restless. If ever you needed a stronger case for how absence makes the heart grow fonder, speak to a Madden fan in July. So while we may present a calm demeanor on the outside, know that we are a twisted, writhing knot of anticipation on the inside, waiting, maybe not so patiently, for August 14th. Madden NFL 08, rated E for everyone. EA Sports, it's in the game.
When you think about it, the choice is clear.
Can I get you anything else?
Miller Lite. Good call.
Next game 13 is going to be off the chains. Oh, my God. I'd like to step up to the plate, please. Ridiculous. Oh, back-to-back 900. Mom, I want an orange bite. Take a bow. I am the Condor. Welcome to Los Angeles and SportsCenter's coverage of X Games 13. If you've ever been anywhere near a skateboard, you know that dude. He is the Birdman, Tony Hawk, and the guy still, even in a Legends event, can squat out a 720. Hey everybody, Soundmaster Kayla here, and if they held a snowboarding Legends event, 20-year-old Shaun White would qualify. 10 Winter X medals, plus an Olympic gold medal on his resume. But in the summer months, it's been a little less kind. 4 years of skateboard competition at X Games, and White only has a single silver medal. He was looking to upgrade on his hardware in the vert ramp on Sunday. Shaun White, as focused as he's ever been coming into X Games 13, but he flails on the fakie-to-fakie 540. That's a signature trick for Shaun. But few 20-year-olds have as much pressure experience as Shaun White, and he would go Richter. Sailfish frontside 540, right into a frontside 5, and the kid pretty much went on fire after that. There's that fakie-to-fakie 5 as only Shaun does it. Shaun White with the full pull. Look at this, Varial frontside 540. I believe you give away gold medals for that. The Summer Monkey off his back, he gets the gold. Moving it over to Rally, and in the semi, Travis Pastrana and Tanner Faust, they're coming in hot, and suddenly it's a smash-up derby inside the Home Depot Center. Travis Pastrana came in first, however, he crossed into Tanner Faust's line, and he would be disqualified. Into the final, it's Tanner Faust and Ken Block, almost a carbon copy. Tanner Faust edging out Block and getting his first ever gold medal at X Games. Well, X Games 13 is a wrap. We've come to a close. Over 100,000 happily served fans in LA this week. Now it's time for the athletes to ice the bumps and bruises, and we will see you guys, including Shaun White, in a few months for Winter X Games 12. Until then, we send it back to our fine friends in Bristol.
Very nice of you to do that. So many home runs, so little time. Celebrating 755. We count down the home runs Barry Bonds almost hit.
These
Visa PayWave. Now there are more places and more ways to pay. Faster. Life takes Visa.
Spartans! Tonight we dine in hell!
300. Buy it on DVD in high definition.
Right now, you can log on to eharmony.com and review your matches all for free. Aren't you curious to see who you're compatible with? eharmony.com. Log on today.
I'm here with Dave Straub, MVP of the Carver Middle School Spring Recital. How'd you pull it off, Dave?
Well, it was a balancing act. I had to constantly check the Miami score, plus watch Dallas highlights, all while fulfilling my duties as a dad.
Was experience a factor?
Oh, absolutely. We've been to 2 ballets this year. You really learn from that kind of boredom.
All right. From Carver Middle School, back to you in the studio.
Be an ESPN MVP, only with VCast. Live gamecast, exclusive commentary, fantasy management, and more with ESPN MVP, exclusively from Verizon Wireless.
Big League fun is at the swing of the Quad Cities with great family entertainment, fireworks, giveaways, and Kids Eat Free Mondays. 3 ways to buy tickets. Buy online at swingbaseball.com. Call the JOD box office or come to the box office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Come have a ball with Swing Baseball.
Swing for the Quad Cities. Come on out for Big League fun.
Do you want to talk to me?
Then you'd better pay attention.
Because I may be the one you're looking for.
You know, the one who's interested in buying what you have to sell.
And chances are, you'll only find me with cable because more people like me are watching the channels that mean something to them.
They don't find that with broadcast.
And you may not find me with broadcast.
Get it. With cable.
Want better value, precision, and results from your advertising? Call On Media today.
Barry Bonds will continue his pursuit to become baseball's sole all-time home run leader Monday night at home against the Washington Nationals, 10 Eastern on ESPN2. But with a little luck, or lack of a little everyday bad luck, 756 would have already happened, Steve.
John, some people, not us, could make the argument that Barry will actually be attempting to hit career home run number 766 off the Nats lefty John Lannon. A twist to our top 10, the top 10 Barry Bonds home runs that weren't.
Right.
Now, don't take this or yourself too seriously. We took some liberties, some creative license with some of this stuff. Number 10, April of 1999, Barry the drive to right, Tony Gwynn robs Bonds of a home run. I mean, that could be the record breaker right there.
Number 9, his second year in Pittsburgh, the years he was batting leadoff, and Glenn Wilson in right. Phillies won the game, by the way, 6-2, and that could have bounced off his head and gone over the fence, those big, tall fences Pittsburgh used to have.
Number 8, 94, Giants and Mets. Barry a drive to right center with the bases loaded. Jeremy Burnett jumps and robs him, not just of a home run, but a grand slam.
Number 7, the 73 home run year. Now, Bonds did hit number 51 in this game, hoping for a 2-home run game, but Cliff Floyd robs him. Clearly, that would have been a home run, and Bonds gets his pat in.
Number 6 is a couple seasons ago against the Padres. You know how he destroys Padre pitching. Look at this. It's gone for a home run. Right, wrong. A fan reached over and pulled the ball over the wall. That's a double. Bonds, you go to second. No home run for you.
Really taking liberties here, Steve. We're in the postseason. 2002 NLDS. Bonds had a great postseason that year. 8 homers in all, 3 against the Braves. Andrew Jones robs him one of them.
You know, I think all-star game home runs should count career totals.
It's a high fly ball hit in the air right center field. Pretty deep. Outfielders back and jumping at the wall. And bringing it back is Torrey Hunter of Minnesota.
That of the 2002 All-Star game. Apparently that time it doesn't count. Bonds and Hunter shared a laugh.
All right, number 3, his first year in San Francisco, the year he had 46. He thinks it's a home run, but Derek Bell, Operation Shutdown. He lives on a boat and he steals home runs. Bonds would have broken the record by now.
At number 2, April of 2004, Giants against the Padres, of course. Bonds looking for 660. The shot to center. Jay Payton going way back and taking the home run away. That would have tied Barry with his godfather, Willie Mays.
And number 1, Bonds looking to tie Babe Ruth with 714.
There they go. The pitch. Bond swings, and it's a drive. Center field. Pierre going back to the warning track, to the wall. Jumps up, and he makes the catch. He brought it back into the ballpark. Juan Pierre took number 714 away from Bonds.
That was fun. How soon will Barry Bonds hit 756? We just showed you should have hit it by now.
766.
Yeah, considering the man scheduled to be the opposing pitcher, Monday could be the day.
Every year we like to open up the offices to our biggest fans with the SportsCenter Fantasy Camp.
It's a time when we let them take over.
They handed out postseason awards today as voted on by their fellow
athletes and entertainers in the city.
It gives them a chance to, you know, live out their dreams for a few days.
Hey, what are you doing? I thought it's a myth.
It's great. We can't wait for them to come back.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Van Pelt. I remember watching that on TV with my dad. I was just a little guy, so it was just another home run to me. But my dad leaned over and said to me, "Charlie, remember this day. And remember, you can do anything." Whenever I see footage of that home run, I think about Hank. And I think about my dad.
This personal home run moment brought to you by State Farm.
There's a new home run champion.
Jeter singles to start the 8th.
Go ahead, take it. Here's the thing. That Schmendrick, he keeps looking over here. On that one, he's got a gun. And you gotta do what you gotta do. Ah, damn it. It's a beautiful thing.
Behold the wonder of it. Its wide mouth allowing it to flow cold and unrestrained all that is parched. It is awe-inspiring, is it not? You really love this river.
River? No. I'm talking about this Coors Light wide mouth can.
The wide mouth can, a wide opening for wide open refreshment, only from Frost Brewed Coors Light.
People will travel great distances to enjoy this. You can get these wide mouth cans anywhere. Talking about the river.
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
The Angels attempted to stay in first place for the 102nd consecutive day as they closed out their series with the swinging A's. John Lackey was doing his thing. Gets Mark Ellis to pop out. They got all that foul ground in Oakland out of the jam. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs for Kurt Suzuki. Flares one to center. Gary Matthews Jr. coming over, reaching across his body to make the great grab. Top of the 7th, tied at 3. With runners in first and third and 2 down, Casey Kochman singles through the middle. Angels take a 4-3 lead. Still 4-3, bottom 9, 2 on, 2 outs. Francisco Rodriguez gets Mark Ellis to pop out. John Lackey improves to 11-3 in his career against the A's. Moves into a tie for the big league lead with 14 wins.
Nats looking to make it a 6-game winning streak. Cards in D.C. Albert Pujols back in the lineup. This is first game of the year Saturday with a sore right elbow. Ryan Ludwig, did he check his swing? Mark Wegner says no. Ludwig can't believe it. Tony La Russa gets ejected from the dugout. And we saw Wegner, of course, have a good nose-to-nose with Lou Piniella earlier in the year. Let's flash back to Friday. Ryan Zimmerman with the game winner off Ryan Franklin, bottom 9. Washington won that game 3-2. Now back to Sunday. Zimmerman, Franklin, round 2. Bottom 8 this time, a 3-3 game. 2 outs, runners on the corners, and that's a pretty good pitch from Franklin, but Zimmerman, a great job of hitting. How about the Nats? They sweep the Cards. They've won 6 in a row as they go to San Francisco.
All right, we've got Monday Night Baseball for you. The Padres and Cardinals. That should be a good one. But the nightcap you might want to check out over on ESPN2, the Nationals and Giants. Barry Bonds goes for the all-time home run record, and this time in front of the home crowd. Bonds is scheduled to face rookie John Lannon, who's making his 3rd career start. Barry said he's heard of him, but doesn't know much else about him.
All right, Tuesday on The Bronx is Burning. Will the tension in the Yankee clubhouse cost them the season? The next episode of The Bronx is Burning, ESPN, Tuesday night, 10 Eastern Time. And how about this? Suspended Tennessee Titan Pac-Man Jones has signed a wrestling contract to wrestle, not just to be there, but total nonstop action wrestling.
He said wrestling will keep him out of the streets. He has a little time off from his real job. He said it's not about being mad at Roger Goodell and trying to stay in shape for the NFL.